Hello, welcome. Today we've got Bromley Motorsport as my team at Snetterton today. We have a totally different viewpoint. We're doing it live. I'm doing it from the circuit, and it's going to literally be anyone who wants to come, which we'll be talking to, including some of the team. And we're about to get Huey in shot. Come on. This is Harold, one of the mechanics for us this weekend. You enjoying it, Harold?
Yeah, loving it. Yeah, done loads this weekend. Yeah.
Although, admittedly, some of it was on one car, wasn't it?
Yeah. Front end done yesterday, wasn't it? New arms, new hub, a few bits done. Yeah, late night last night.
Yeah. You enjoying the team though so far?
Yeah, loving it. Yeah, get on really well with all the lads. They're really nice people to be with. Yeah, and such good atmosphere in the paddock. Yeah.
Awesome. And am I right in saying is this your first weekend with the team as well?
Yeah, this is my first proper weekend working with everyone, and yeah, so I've been thrown in the deep end.
Awesome, and I hope you're enjoying it.
Yeah, we're absolutely loving it. Yeah, definitely. Can't wait for the rest of the season.
Awesome. And we've got another 6 weekends after this weekend, and I imagine you'll be at all of them?
All but one, yeah. All but one.
Sweet. Yeah. Another one of my mechanics for this weekend is Jordan. How are you enjoying this weekend, Jordan?
It's been really good so far. A bit of mishaps, but we've got back on the road. Everyone's managed to do a session today, so we're all good. Yeah, I'd say so.
We definitely have, but I'm guessing you haven't enjoyed for particularly Liam's car, really, have you?
Well, only a bit of money shifting, but that's about it. But we managed to get a new engine in, managed to get him back out for both races, which was pretty good. His first race, just a bit of a practice session, didn't get much practice in yesterday, but his second race was absolutely class. Got a couple, loads of places in that last race, really good. Catlow, the car I've been working on mainly this weekend, he's done really good for being a rookie. He's been up there with the top lads, first in rookie championship, and I'm pretty sure he's 6th in overalls, which is pretty good for saying it's his first season racing.
Yeah, he's had an awesome weekend, especially as it's his second race weekend as well.
Yeah, saying that it's only his second, it's really good for him, and obviously it's going to be a massive confident boost, isn't it?
Yeah.
So I think throughout the season it's really going to pick up, hopefully get a couple podiums, maybe a couple wins and that, so I think that'll be really good.
Yeah. And what's been your highlight of the weekend so far, would you say?
Highlight of the weekend? I think it was qualifying, where out of nowhere you managed to get P6 in quali, which was out of the bloom, so that was quite good. Quite happy for him. Hopefully come the future maybe even get a pole, but it's looking really promising for the future.
Yeah, and it's been an awesome weekend so far. I unfortunately made a mistake yesterday, which the team they were fine, but I imagine a lot of the people wouldn't have wanted me to do it anyway.
No, not the most ideal thing, but at the end we managed to get him back on track, fix the car up, and he managed to do all his races today, and he's qualifying, so at the end of the day, the car's back on track in one piece really, so I'm sure we'll get back to the workshop, put it all back together and make sure it's all good.
Yeah, because I made a mistake yesterday and I accidentally hit the barrier, tyre stack at Hamilton's. Wasn't the best, but yeah, all sorted for today. I want to climb up the grid tomorrow. We'll see how it goes. So, as everyone is going on the weekend, there's a few more to come, apart from just mechanics, and it's just the team has got 3 cars for this entire weekend. We've got Alex Catlow and Liam Bradley in the Mark 1s. They've now finished for the day. They've been in Clubman for this day. Alex did really well. He managed to get a 6th and a 7th in both his races, and then Liam managed to get 14th and 23rd for his races, and he's done really well considering there's been change to the engine on this car, but yeah, really good. And it's just on a motorsport weekend, it's totally different. You go through a lot of different emotions. You're just like wanting to be, in a sense, you want to be as calm as you can, but then you can't help some of the emotions overall. But this team has been really, really good to me for the last half a year, probably less than half a year actually, because I joined them in August last year, and they give a real family presence as well. Okay, another mechanic who do you want me to add that?
Nice, light me up.
Right, another mechanic today is Andy. He knows everything about Mazdas, as what you can think of, and I'm pretty sure you've looked at every car this weekend and been like, yep, that's what you need to do.
Yeah, pretty much all of them this weekend have had something, haven't they? Even like in the weeks running up to them, we've done just about everything on these.
Yeah.
I think over the course of the weekend, all today and yesterday, we've done everything on this one. Yeah.
You had to change an engine on it as well.
Yeah, we did it in like an hour and 10, did you reckon?
I think an hour and 10, yeah.
Waiting for bits. A shower? Not together.
We're going to shower together.
So, Andy, as well, have you enjoyed this weekend so far?
I have, yeah. It's like, it's over like before you know it, as usual, but it's all been jammed into one day this weekend, well, apart from the qualifying. But it's been great, the weather's been alright.
Get a shower now.
It's been a little bit chilly this weekend with the wind, but the sun's been nice. It's been nice, hasn't it? It's just been a
nice
good
weekend.
Yeah. The cars have done all right when they've been working. Right, okay. Copyright free music. Sorry.
Yui's a bit different.
Huey's an absolute special case. He's something else altogether. Go away. My honorary little brother. He's a good no, he knows what he's on about.
He does, definitely. But he's been having to fix my car over this weekend as well.
He has, he's had a few bits to do as well.
Too much, yes.
Too much. Yeah, he's the same, like he knows the MX-5s in and out, whether he likes them or not, he really does know what he's doing. He does prefer the Mark 3s as well, I think, so he's happy on yours. I deal with these old knackers. But now they've done really well, especially Alex's, I think, this weekend. Catlow's it's just ran all weekend, hasn't it? I'm really impressed with him doing 6 as well.
He got 2 6s as well.
He did, yeah.
Oh no, sorry.
Sorry, he qualified 6,
and
did 6, and then got 7th.
7th, yes.
Yeah, even Liam, like, coming back from 24th to 13th.
It was either 13th or 14th, so
yeah. I'm really impressed. I'm really impressed with him. Yeah, he's got into it. He had a couple of issues to begin with.
Yeah.
But he's really done well. He found his feet and he's getting right in there. I'm excited to see where he goes this year.
And with me, I have got Alex Catlow and Liam Bradley.
Hello.
Tell us, guys, how has your day been?
I'd say a really good day. It's my first light weekend of the season. Came into quali not expecting that much. Managed to get behind someone decent. Got a really, really good toe. P6 in quali, P1 rookie. Then brought that home for race 1, and then race 2 was similar with a few mistakes here and there. But P7, so a really, really good day. I'd say that, yeah. Some of the best days light you can have, I'd say.
Yeah. That's good.
Yeah. How about you?
For me, it's been a really tricky weekend. We had engine issues, not my fault, on the Friday, which pretty much ended all the running. It was the thermostat and the water pump, so we had to change that overnight. Then the head gasket went today, so we had to do a little engine change.
The mechanics did very well.
The mechanics put in a shift. They did an engine change in like an hour and an hour and 10, some hour and a half. Yeah, something crazy. So big shout out to all the mechanics. And ended up with a P3 rookie, so not too bad in the end.
Yeah. How was your weekend, mate?
I mean, I've still got 2 races tomorrow, but I mean, I didn't start the day off too great from yesterday with accidentally hitting the tyre stack at Hamilton's, which did far more damage than I thought it was going to.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, you know, like, it happens, and the car seems alright now.
Seems okay. It's just, I think, in the sense of in my race, I think I was overdriving a little bit as well, which wasn't helping, which then caused my mistake at the last corner, me trying to take too much going out of the final corner. I then literally, unfortunately, the camera view has not got it, or the front view. I need to check the other camera views later, but literally came out, and then all of a sudden, because I put too much power on, I was then sideways, and then when I thought I caught it, I then had to go on the grass to recatch it again. So yeah, it's just not the greatest.
Yeah.
But yeah, and for any of our viewers who don't know much about racing, these guys have only just come into the sport. Alex has done one weekend at Silverstone last year. Liam, brand new for this year.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I think if you talk about us, you know, like how we kind of came up, because we've kind of come up together pretty much.
Yeah.
So we both like started proper karting about 2 years ago in a championship called like Club 100. So it's a rental car championship. It has Rotax engines, but they're pretty much boats. But it was, you know, it's quite like Masters in the fact that it was relatively cheap. It was good racing, a lot of people in it, and it was very competitive. So we met like through that. We like had like a small group going on and stuff like that. But we're the only two who are still here.
Yeah.
And then like quite early last year, we both got our odds on the same day.
Yeah.
And then we chose to pick with the same team, and now we're both here. Really, yeah, same teammates, same championship, same races, just the same as 2 years ago. So it's
quite cool to
journey
see
and
like us
Yeah.
moving up together kind of thing. Yeah, it's really cool and good to have each other here as well to like pick each other up and stuff like that.
Because
But, yeah.
did you guys go to the same school? Or
No,
did
no.
No, nothing. So, I mean, I'm from Lincolnshire, and you're from, I think,
Solihull, yeah.
Groy, like Solihull, or somewhere over there. And I think, like, I didn't actually know you, so I knew someone. I bumped into them like while weighing in on the taster day.
Yeah, it was kind of like a mutual. Like we didn't even meet at first.
Yeah.
It was like
Where
we
did
had.
you first meet them?
It was at Rye House. It was the first round of Club 100, and we had a mutual mate. The mutual mate was Charlie, and he just kind of introduced us to each other really. And from there, it just we wasn't as close at the start, which was quite nice. But I don't know. Throughout the year, we just got closer, didn't we?
Yeah.
Like, throughout the year, I think it was because we both have the ambition to make this a career. You know,
We
to
were
make
both
this our life.
a lot more serious.
Exactly,
Like everyone else.
yeah.
Like we were, you know, like fighting, like to get at the next level, not just be, you know, happy with where we are, because that's not what we do. It's a thing of leveling up, getting better every time. It's that kind of thing. But yeah, it's been a journey and a half.
Yeah.
And you know, I'm glad to have you with me, mate. It's been a good one.
Yeah.
Good to see, because you both are the same age now as well, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a bit older than me.
Bit older, yeah. I'm gonna be 18 this year. Come on.
I
Drinking
turned-
age!
Yep. Drinking age.
I turned 17 March. So yeah, it's we're like around the same age, and we can drive these cars, but not like real cars, kind of thing. Or well, we can, but
Which makes you think it's ridiculous, right?
It's
Because
mental. It is mental. Like we can go and do like over 100 miles an hour, but we can't do 20. Like out there, you know what I mean? Outside. It's
like
mental.
the mental payload to drive a lap is about 5 times just driving down the street on it. It's like, and then you've got, you know, like on our weekend, you've got our Fiesta Juniors who are like up to 14 driving
crazy.
over 100 with 10 other cars surrounding it. It's mental. It's like, you know, these kids, they can't be like underestimated, because like even if they're like near the back, they're still that age of doing that. It's so impressive.
Yeah.
To be fair, I think anyone who wants to give it a go at that age, if they have the money, have the budget, they should just go do it.
Exactly, yeah, and that's what you should respect, like you said, anyone on the grid, because not many 14-year-olds can go out and drive a car at 100 miles an hour, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
It's
yeah.
But I think the main bit of that is with the budget. It's, you know,
Yeah.
like we're so lucky that we can actually do this, but it isn't like we're like arriving in helicopters and like the whole idea of like a racing driver is, you know, like flashy, like Monaco kind of stuff. That's just not the reality.
It's not,
It's not.
And like I'm sure as you know, like everyone here knows, like the mechanics included, like we're all like slugging along by and getting by. But it isn't like we're, you know, driving home in Lamborghinis. But, you know, we get by and we do it because we love it. And we wouldn't do it if we didn't love it this much. I wouldn't sacrifice this much if we didn't love it this much. So it's like,
There's one thing I've not asked you guys. Have you got any racing idols?
say again?
Have you got any racing idols?
Idols.
I'd probably say mine's Lewis Hamilton.
Of
I
course
think
it is, mate.
that's like that's like a classic, isn't it? Like in the UK. Like,
See his room.
but- yeah, my room. Yeah, got a few little friends. Let's say.
I think mine's Danny Rick. I just loved him. His like whole like personality is like in, and his whole, you know, lit the stamp and that kind of just unturned confidence. It's like, yeah, I find that really inspiring. And then you've got like all the old greats and you know, like that kind of stuff. But same time, Danny Rick's clear something.
Well, because I grew up in the 90s and the early 2000s, and so for me, the first driver I ever saw online on TV was David Coulthard. But yeah, because it was David Coulthard for me, but it was just like him and Schumacher. They had a really close rivalry. Let's say, put it that way.
Yeah.
And I'm guessing, have you seen the incident of '98 in Belgium when Schumacher went into the back of
Went
DC?
into the back of him. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like it's quite interesting because of how much racing you've seen. Like we were like 9 years like of being born then.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, thanks
more
for
than
people
that.
up.
More than that. 11. But
Yeah.
you know, it's just shows. I mean, yeah.
I think the coolest thing to probably our day is probably seeing that 2021 fight.
Yeah.
Max and Lewis was
That's-
really epic to watch.
It
Whether,
was.
whether you were a Lewis fan or Max fan,
Or
it was
any
just
fan.
so cool to see.
You're always giving me PTSD thinking about it.
Yeah.
Let's not get into that.
I
Let's
know.
not get
So
into
I will go on a rant about Abu Dhabi.
I'm not having a run at the drivers.
10-hour podcast.
So,
I
yeah,
know.
you'll have a 5-hour podcast just on that, on that.
No, but I think like after that, like ever since that, I think both drivers have just gained so much respect. I mean, like Max, he is
Max is just, he is something different, Max. You've just got to
Yeah.
admit it, whether you like him or not. He is just, he's incredible.
you know,
Like,
and also he's doing so much for the sport. When like, you know, with F1 just being so utterly awful, being plain and frankly honest.
yeah, it's
The overtakes just being people like recharging the battery isn't racing.
To me, it's like Mario Kart and steroids.
Exactly. And him, you know, like shedding some light on the real racing where you get some real talent in like the Nürburgring and in the GTs where, you know, maybe we didn't start early enough to win it and to get to F1, but if they had the same amount of time and preparation, they could have been like the next Verstappen. I think it's the same with here as well, like grassroots, is that you get some people who are so quick and, you know, they've got everything like it would have taken, but they just never got that opportunity.
It's the same for a lot of them. Like, they might only get 1 or 2 seasons and then just be done completely.
yeah.
It's the unfortunate thing about motorsport.
And the other thing is that like maybe if you're in like F2 and stuff like that, you know, like people notice, but here, like people don't even notice. Like if you drop off, it's that kind of, it's, you know, it's like it's so many people come and go, and it's so hard to try and be able to like to stay. I know like it's our first season, but like that's suddenly very like apparent in that it's so hard to stay. It's it isn't easy to start, but it's even harder to stay. It's ridiculous. Yeah.
Like I'm already thinking about getting the budget for next year, and I've only just finished the first race weekend. You know what I mean? Like that's how tough it is. Just to get the just to be here. You know what I mean? But bear in mind being competitive. It's just it's mental. It's a mental world, and it's not as glorious as people think.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like for any young, I was just gonna say, for any of the youngsters who are listening in, would you agree with me that you don't necessarily need to do all the top level karting?
Oh my god!
no,
My god! 100%. Karting is like you hear kids who are in cadets spending 75 grand or something stupid to do.
I heard it was like 350 grand to go to the world finals.
Euro.
Which is mental.
Like it's for that you could do
You can be in
TCR. You could do TCR Europe for that.
Even a Formula car, you can be in it for that.
It's people are too. So I mean, I think like people get so caught up in being Euro and being like and having like all the stars and doing all the fancy championships, and all of that doesn't matter. End of day, when you get in the car of someone else, are you going to be faster than them just because you did those fancy championships? Maybe like if the competitiveness there, but at the same time, if you're spending 350 grand just to do Euro karting, that's an F40. And like if you're 14 or like 16, what are you still doing in cars?
Yeah.
There's no point.
I mean, you just you learn like the basics of racing, like side to side like battles and defending, but you can learn that in Club 100 like we did. You know what I mean? Like that's just as good as and we spent like 30 times less doing that.
Much less than that.
Much less, and we learned the basics. You don't need to do some like 400 grand karting season.
Did you do how much karting?
So when I was growing up, it was like I never wanted to put because my sister, she competed horse riding when I was growing
So not
up.
cheating itself.
So we both didn't choose a very good
very cheap sport.
But so most of the attention was with her, and so when it came to my karting, it was mostly just indoor karting, and then because it was teamwork at Letchworth, if you
Teamwork.
and I then did an occasional arrive and drive at Rye House, because Rye House is my closest track, because it's about half an hour away.
Yeah.
And then I got into called CSMA. Have you heard of them?
Start saying
CSMA.
never.
So they're a motoring club which do a lot of things. So you get the membership. It's predominantly aimed at the older people, because you don't get many youngsters getting the memberships. But it's to help them through the cars and to see what they can do. And they sometimes, I think they still do it, where you can get a Le Mans package and go with them to Le Mans for the weekend. And I did it in 2012. It was immense.
Yeah.
But we did the CSMA North London karting region, and that was around like Rye House, Wilton Mill. I think there was one at I want to say Clay Pigeon, but that's the wrong park.
Or it's kind of around that area.
Around that area.
Or is it Red Lodge? Maybe?
That's it, Red Lodge, yeah.
Isn't it here actually? That's it's about like 20 minutes away from Snetterton. Yeah, but that's quite interesting. So no like proper karting or like proper
Not really.
owner karting and the sorts.
No, it's just that really.
And then from there, how did you get to cars? Like, was it a bit of a slow trickle, or was it kind of a let's get into it?
So when I did the CSMA, that was in 2012, and that feels like a lifetime for me ago.
Yeah.
But it was like, because I was about 18 at the time, or 20. My maths is going wrong. But anyway, I was like, I don't want to race this chance, because we knew we had some budget available to go car racing. And there was a series a long time ago called the Volkswagen Racing Cup. Have you heard of that?
I think I'd like to say so. I'm not too sure. I think
So it was with the British GT at the time. and I went to Rockingham. If you've heard of Rockingham as well. Rockingham.
Oh, it closed down that, didn't it?
It did, yeah.
No, like I saw that. It's got an oval as well, doesn't it?
It does, yeah.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
And
It's like awesome.
yeah, I went there for that day. I talked to a team, and I thought I was going to do it, but when we found out what the budget was, it was obscene because they wanted about 30,000 for the year.
Back then as well.
Back then.
That. So what? Like that's like 60 grand now or something. Surely.
Something like that, but that championship doesn't really go on anymore.
I wonder why.
There's, but there's some Volkswagens racing the BRCC occasionally,
Yeah.
but they don't have a real championship anymore.
I think I saw one like on the way out. There's one down there. It's a Scirocco kind of one.
Yeah,
But
because you can race Scirocco's, you can race a Golf. There was even a Beetle as well.
that's basically Fun Cup now, isn't it?
I know, yeah.
It's the same thing. Like, yeah, and then so like from that, what did you do after that? Was it?
So I didn't get into it, but it was like at the time, the team we were talking to. So one of the drivers was called Steve Chapman, and I can't remember if he owned Mawson or if he had a shareholder type equivalent, but Mawson backs the series, and Mawson's still going on. They're very big with equipment now, so like selling like diggers and stuff like that. Don't always listen to me. I could get that wrong. It's been a while, but yeah. So after that, I was like looking across all the championships to see what was available and what was within range, because we knew realistically we could spend about, I think it was about 15,000 a year.
So
Not too bad.
So,
a good amount, like
Yeah.
a solid amount. Yeah.
and that's when I came across the 750 motor club.
Yeah.
That's good for budget, isn't it?
Very good
Really
for
good
budget. And I've always been obsessed with Formula One, and I wanted to go in a single seater. And at the time, they had Formula 1000,
Yeah. But they're really expensive.
really expensive,
Really expensive.
and they're like death traps as well.
Yeah, they're so quick.
They
So
are
really
quick.
quick.
I watched that video of Chapman's Corn.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you see the Cadwell one?
Yeah.
where he-
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
yeah.
I've watched like some of them. Oh,
That's
my-
what I wanted to go into. But like at first, I looked
Yeah,
into
like because I remember you saying, "Oh, they're not that bad."
because
They're not so
I'm
expensive."
similar to you. Like I love Formula One, so I wanted to do the single seaters, but prices of single seaters nowadays just
Yeah, it's obscene.
just obscene. Yeah.
Like he did like a video, and it was like 50, 60
Yeah.
grand for a season. It was
Yeah.
like,
mental, yeah.
yeah.
But yeah, because that, I knew that was never going to happen because of that. There was a very faint Formula 4 series as well, but that left after like 2 seasons when I was with them. And then I saw Formula V. Formula V was, I fell in love with it straight away. There was a team, I had a look at the Formula V festival called O Sport Racing.
Oh, I haven't heard of that.
And they actually took Ash Sutton. They started him in Formula V before he went into Formula 4 and then British Touring Cars.
That's it.
And so I didn't go with them originally because V's kind of very diplomatic in the sense of that at that time there was only one team who was really running the series, and that was the team called AHS, and they ran at that time almost 15 cars. It was obscene.
15 cars.
That's like an empire kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like, that's crazy.
And so I started with them because it was just a budget. Because as soon as you enter that world of V, it was just at that time it was they're your first team. You didn't even think about it whatsoever. But then after I realised, because the Oliveras, as I said, because the guy was called Jake Oliveira, and he's a very good friend still to this day. And
He's just caressed.
So sorry.
He's just caressed
I've
my
just
foot.
accidentally, I've moved that and I've touched his foot. I'm so sorry.
I was trying so hard to keep it in.
so hard to not laugh. And I look over at him and he's just I'm so sorry. Okay, sorry.
Cut.
Right, anyway, your friend, like Oliveras.
Yeah. So he got in touch with me at the end of 2013, sorry, and we had a test in his car. I enjoyed it, and we went with them for the next season.
Okay.
Yeah, and it just started from there.
Like, was that better than with a KHS? Was that like significantly, or was it?
I mean, budget-wise, it was better.
There you go then. Yeah.
And the only reason was because with AHS, you didn't own the car. So when we went to Oliveira's, we bought the car. So then, in a sense, it was cheaper through the year.
Yeah. No, I'm like, so basically I've bought the car, but then Liam's renting it. So it's a bit of a comparison because essentially, like, I know Pete. So he was with the team, and for 2 or 3 years, I think. I'm not.
It was a few years.
He came to him from a different team. He bought the car and then he ran in Clubman and then ran in the main championship. And he was starting to. I approached him and he said, "Yeah, no, of course, mate." And like, but because I wanted to stay in the team because they're an amazing team and I know them like very well. And also they know the car very well. So I thought, you know what? Why not buy a car they know quite well? And a car that's always like set up for their liking. So I bought that, and then you've chosen to rent yours or hire yours by the end of the year. I think for me, it's more because I'm not sure what I'll do next season, and I've always got the option of main championship. Depending on how this year goes in terms of damage or budget, we'll see. But like, I mean, dream would be to step up to something like a GT4, but it's. Like the budget for that is it's abysmal. But like there are like series in like Spain and like the Iberian supercars. But even so, it's it is something to be thinking about even when it's the first round. But I think for the minute, just a back burner kind of thought. But yeah, so I bought mine and you hired yours.
Yeah.
Essentially, the Friday testing it was fully booked. So. My mum managed to get a full day, but before that, we booked a test day the last Tuesday here just to get like an eye in because we thought, we won't get a full day of testing in, so I want to have some kind of clue of where the track goes. So I came, had Jensen and Neil Goan coaching me, the youngest TCR, the UK winner, was really good. Have a car like dialed in for that day. And yeah, was running good, and then I managed to get the full day, and then we decided we'd split it because it made more sense because I'd already had it and you didn't have a day, so we thought we'll split it. So first session, our team manager, so I didn't book the night before because I thought I'd do it in the afternoon, so I got the team manager Josh Bromley to run in my tyres and do my brakes, and then you ran and then he also did the same for you, no?
Yeah, he bent my brakes and tyres in first session. Then I was going out in the second session, and it's been hot all weekend, hasn't it?
It's been boiling.
Really hot all weekend.
Yeah.
So my thermostat decided it didn't want to work anymore. So my engine was running hot. I was in the second session just fifth gear trying to cool it down, wasn't cooling down, so brought it in to save the engine, and it was a thermostat and the water pump, so team changed that. You did the third session.
I had third session,
which wasn't great, was it?
The car, of course, like the condition around here, like the track just changes constantly, like you can have the car like primed and then an hour later it's crap. So it was an unsteering mess, and then I was trying to make up for that by just over pushing it, over driving. So I was a bit like disgruntled because like, you know, I knew I'd overdrove it, and I knew the car like wasn't there. Came in, and the plan was to split our last session. And I said, he's like something like needs to change, so we changed some stuff. And then for the last session,
I was meant to be going out, wasn't I? But I can't remember what was.
So
I didn't get it.
They thought it was an issue. They checked it, hoping it was that issue. It wasn't that issue. So then it was.
Yeah, so I couldn't. So I got 2 laps in the whole of Friday at a track I've never drove, and I haven't been in the car since December. So it was just on the back foot straight away. But you managed to get the full session, and it was a good session for you.
It was a mega session.
Really
I was fighting with some like main championship guys. Paul Simard, who was second in the Cup Championship last year, and I just thought, I got lucky. No, it's fine. But no, it was like the rear end was moving like really nicely. It was feeling like a really, a nice car again, and not a understeering Bentley. But I was on tattered tyres, properly gone tyres still. So then, slept on it Friday night, did a track walk, which took us absolutely ages of all 3 of us. For a 2.5 minute track, an hour and 15 for the track walk is mental. I think it was light when we started, and it pitched black.
Yeah. I think it was pitch black by the time we got to Agostini.
True,
a long track.
Mental. And that back straight, it's like the desert. I would see like the
it's
the,
just
horizon.
never ending. Just
But
we should have gone earlier, because then we would have been able to see it better.
Well, there's another one coming now. So.
I'm alright. My feet are already killing us. But so I slept on it. Slept good. Came in the morning. It was quite an early one. Like when we were first session out.
First session out. We had to do the headshots as well.
Well, so had briefing at 8.
Briefing as well, briefing.
And then out of briefing straight into quali, so not like much time to settle or anything like that.
No, it was just straight into it.
Went to scales and then went straight to assembly.
So this morning was pretty hectic.
And then had quali. We were like at the front, or like we thought we'd be right at the front there. Someone picked us. Do you want to talk about your quali?
My quali. The car was feeling pretty good in the first few laps. I was keeping up with the AB cars, which is notoriously quite a quick car. Staying in the slipstream, and then I did a wrong shift and did the head gasket in, so not optimal, but we learned from it, move on. I learned some bit, but still not really any running, and I'm already in quali and I've got the race next. I didn't manage to get my 3 laps in either, which we'll touch on later on how I did that, but it was a good quali for you though.
Yeah, honestly. So like coming into it, I wasn't stressing, but I was like slightly nervous, going like,
the pre-quali nerves.
We've had quite a bit of work. We've had like a bit of work into this car. I'm not expecting like anything major. I know I've got some fast people. Harrison, who's our mate, he was like rapid all weekend, and he was kind of like the person that I was able to be with. And so we lined up, and there was 2 cars ahead of me. They were both teammates, and like the team boss said, front car, he's rapid. If you can stay with him, you'll be alright. So I go, alright, I might lose him, but we'll see what happens. So we come out, and suddenly I feel like really good. Like all the little like mistakes like I was doing in testing and ironed out. I was just feeling very, very nice. And then I realised, I'm catching up to the guy who was very, very quick. And then I overtook him, and then I got a godly draft from. I don't think he was too happy about it. From this purple guy who I was faster than in the corners, but he had a rocket ship on the straight. So I thought the toes is probably worth more than I could get in the corners. So I stuck behind him. I was setting some consistent laps. I think I did 23.2, so not quick, and I lost stupidly half a second. Like across the back straight, I just lost it a bit, and then my entire run was compromised. But it was overall, it was a really, really good quali. Came in, did pressures, saw you were in, thought, he's just doing his pressures, but
that guy was dead.
came in, did pressures, raced out, and we've passed about 5 cars who I thought I was going to be with for the weekend. I was like, oh, it's quite good. And then I was like, okay, cars feeling like more set on the rear, because the rear was going a bit at mid-corner. It was just a bit too much, so we dialed it down a bit. I was like, alright, rear's feeling so much better, let's do this, come on. And I come by, like, from the out, and it's checked flat. I'm like, oh, for God's sake, I'm going to be like a key nowhere now. And then I come into the pits, and like, everyone's going like, God, I'm going, oh, I'm still alright then. And then like Josh does P6, I'm like, oh my God, there's no shot I've just done that.
So you didn't believe it?
No, I didn't believe it. I thought I was like P15, and like in a 30-car grid in, you know, first weekend, it's mega. It's really mega. But you know, it's all down to the team in the car. It was feeling mega the entire weekend. Or like from that test session, it's just been feeling better and better, and it's the way that it translates the feedback. Like Josh translates it so bad. Like so good to set up changes. So yeah, came in, did not believe it, and then like you know, am I doing the whole jazz, smacking the steering wheel, pumping the fist. Yeah, no, like I was buzzing after that one. I half didn't believe it, but it was like a real shame for you, and it was just like
but it happens, doesn't it? Like, yeah, it's just unfortunate.
I mean, we all like pay our dues, you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Like I love it sometimes. In the
I think everyone has it.
I'm dreading it, but I will have.
I'm sure you've had a
I've
bad
had two,
yeah.
including this weekend.
Like you're gonna have them like in your career.
It's just
it does happen. But I just had to get my head down, and then that brings me to like the engine change, which we touched on earlier, of how like good of a like job the mechanics did though to get that sorted.
Like it went from that, like everyone like and sitting around waiting for the decision, just suddenly like eight hands on.
Yeah.
Like Ollie, who's joining our team, and next weekend just
Helping
suddenly
out.
hands on. It's like
it was
like a
really
team at work.
really good to
It
see.
was insane.
And I'm really thankful to them, you know, because I wouldn't have got them. We had like Lindsay, which
The championship
coordinator, like
Yeah, she came
trying
over.
to like get me out, push it, but yeah, the team managed to get it out. And then race one for me was just really a test session, really, because it was my first like track time that I really got. So I just brought it back a bit, you know, tested some stuff, and the car felt good. I just wanted to bring it home, like, because of how hard the team had worked for the past like 2 hours, whatever. I didn't want to go out and not finish the race, kind of thing. So just bring it home. Oh yeah, I just wanted to bring the car home for the team, because yeah, they'd worked really hard. What about you?
And then like coming into race one, like we had our modelling, like the headshots.
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
Had little headshots.
How did
pose.
yours go? Actually, we didn't like.
Yeah, no
what
one
pose
asked
did you
me.
do?
Just like the
They actually told me to go sideways and go like that.
like
Yeah.
swollen, the like biting cheeks and everything.
That was me.
But like Liam style, yeah, just the
Little-
smolder.
Well, what about your photo on the podium of everyone?
Oh yeah. We had to hit a quick little.
And like everyone else is just like
Everyone else is like, yeah, and I'm there just like
locked in.
yeah, just locked in.
Oh, but yeah, it was so yeah, and then like coming into race one, I'll probably say this, but me and like Ollie went to do some race start practice. I wasn't quite there. I was like I wasn't at the biting point near enough, and it was on my mind a bit, the race start, because at Silverstone I had a great first race start, but my second one I actually got engulfed. And of course, like here, like you don't notice it until you're on the grid. It is tight. You've got no gap.
It looks a lot wider. Like
It's
when you see it on telly
Yeah.
and like on boards, it looks like a lot wider. But when in the Mazdas we start like with nearly 3 wide pretty much, and it's some people.
Like pulling in, I'm not sure that they've got like this this right here. Because like,
Yeah.
I am like if he stalls,
Yeah, if you
I'm going straight to the back.
literally
But yeah, so race one, of course, like starting P6, I was just bewildered how I was so far up, to be honest. Pulled in, and yeah, just calmed down, did quite chill. I didn't want to like overheat the tyres too much because there's quite like a long lap, so just trying to weave, brake, but then like calm it down a bit.
It was hot in that race one, wasn't it?
Oh, it was
Really
so hot. And then tried to do some failed burnouts, which just didn't work. And then yeah, like pulled up to the race start and had the handbrake on. 5 seconds more. Well, firstly, I had to wait about a year for you to come and to come around.
Yeah, Josh said take as long as you want.
Well, like I'm like up there, like
I'm chilling,
like,
just.
honestly, like stressed out. It's like watching the lights. I'm like waiting for you to pull in.
But it was like in my driver's briefing, they must have said it to you. They said make it a quick one to get.
Oh,
to the
I didn't
grid.
make it quick.
Yeah, they said like, oh, we've got a tight schedule, and then this guy like just said, oh, just have a snooze halfway through, you know, just have a cuppa.
Thing is for me though, like when you start right at the back, when you pull up to then the lights coming on, like you need to just get yourself ready so
Yeah,
so
you
quick.
do.
Yeah, it's fair actually
Like it's a really quick turnaround.
like I was like there for like a minute, just, like getting ready.
I'm
and
there like
everything.
park up, lights on.
Yeah.
You know what I
But
mean?
yeah, and then like lights came on, and then I had the handbrake on, and then I was a bit slow on the turn off and a bit slow on the release of the
Just
clutch.
reactions.
And then suddenly I looked like left mirror, look right mirror. I'm just being engulfed. So I was starting P6, and essentially the car on my right passed me and pulled ahead, and then was really wide with the car ahead. So I was like, screw it, I'm going inside because nothing can happen if I'm on the inside, right? And then I go to the inside and I kind of lean on the guys that are on the outside, and they kind of just sort themselves out. And then suddenly I'm back to P6. Well, actually no, after a bit of a move into the second hairpin, it was an alright race start, but I think over the race, like I was very happy with where I was and where I was in the grid, but overall with my driving, I think there's a lot left to be desired. So there was Keith Dawson ahead, great driver, he's been driving for 4 or 5 years now. I think he's in the Masters, and I should have had him. I should have had him. I was on his back.
Close.
I was on his back so many times, and then I just make a stupid mistake. Like I'd miss a shift, for example. Like out the hairpin, I'd go to 5th instead of 3rd. It's just like stupid, like small stuff like that, which just like I'd get close. Oh, missed it again. No, like not again, but like I'd miss it, or like I'd just like slightly run wide, and then like for God's sake. But yeah, came around, made some good moves, but it was just a battle of trying to stay with the pack and stay like consistent, because those top 3 were just gone. Honestly, they were 8. Because like I think you saw like on the footage that after turn 4 they were second and a half of the road.
Yeah.
I think they just had some kind of agreement in the do not fight, let's just go.
No, but even when they fight, like they don't lose time. Like they do it so strategically.
I think it's something we've got to just
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
but yeah, so overall I think came in and was like, oh, I've done like pretty rough here, but then came in and I was like, oh, I'm P6 like overall again, P1 rookie, I can't be too mad with that.
Yeah.
Could have got P5, like could have got P4, but I can live off the cut-offs. I can live off that. I think what's more important is that I enjoyed it, and it was a great learning experience being that high up the grid. I think it was I was properly fighting at some points.
Yeah.
So yeah, like overall my like race one was a thing of did good, but like could have done better and should have done better. How was yours?
I've always said.
You got it?
Have I not? Spoke about my race one.
I think you did, didn't you?
Yeah, I'm not.
I did, yeah. Because I said I used it as a test session.
Okay, fair enough. So yeah,
Race 2.
race 2 was
A lot better for me.
Yeah, it's a lot better for you.
My
and-
first session I finished. Other than that. Yeah, no, it was actually a really good session for me. Race 2. Started about 26th, was it?
28.
So yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much at the back, like 28. So I was just like, you know what, last race of the day, let's just kind of go for it. Like I'd learned a bit in race 1, so done the green green flag lap, get the tyres all warm. Race start, it's only my second start. Get a really good launch. And then just picking my way through. There's a couple of incidents on that one, to be fair.
Oh, there was
in race 2.
like, race 2 was scrappy.
Yeah, someone went off.
It was properly scrappy.
It was proper
the entire
yeah, I
race.
think everyone's thinking like last race, let's go for it kind of thing, which is fair enough.
It is like same mindset for
No,
us,
we
to
all
be
think
fair.
of it, yeah. But I managed to pick a few people off just going off, and that obviously I made it up a few positions myself. I just sent it up the inside of the hairpin because I thought just go for it. And then there's a few just people slowing down on the back straight as well. I don't know what was going on there, but
yeah, there was some odd things going on.
Yeah, just lap one was just
guys
mental.
behind.
Yeah. So I think I found myself it was up like 7 or 9 positions on lap 1. So I was happy with that. Then I had a gaggle of like 6 cars in front of me. I was like, right, I'm gonna try and just work my way through these cars. Then they just start battling, and I'm like, oh, there's a few gaps going up the inside, outside. And yeah, came home P3, rookie podium. So I can't be too mad about that, considering the amount of track time I had, really.
What overall?
P14, which I can't be mad.
Like from like P28.
From P28, even if I had track time, it's still a good drive, like half the
That's
grid
still a
done.
great drive, yeah.
So P28 to P14. I was pretty happy, to be fair. Nothing to complain about. Learned a lot. The car felt really good. Bromley again, just doing a really good job with just the car setup. It just felt incredible. Whacking new tyres on for the first time, feeling just like a different level of grip.
Honestly,
with new tyres.
Like new tyres is insane.
Because all the testing I've done is on old tyres. Never felt a new tyre. Yeah, happy with race 2. Obviously the weekend didn't go great, but it happens in motorsport. We move on to Alton Park. I've got a lot of confidence going into that now, considering like the race 2. Just see what happens at Alton.
Yeah. My race 2, it was very fun, but it was very annoying. It was so essentially race 2, pull up, and on my start I was ready, I was prepped, and then they showed the 5-second board, and I couldn't get enter my rev points, so I was a bit like delayed in my like sequence of doing stuff. So then I get going, and the launch isn't bad. It isn't great, but I think everyone around me got a bad start. So I got a bit lucky there. And then from there, honestly, it was proper scrappy. Like, I was... like the entire race. So I made up a few places, but I got shuffled back quite a few. Just from a poor mistake of placement, and then someone just sending it down my inside and forced me right on the outside. So I think I dropped down to about P9. So it was a kind of thing of that for me, of like, let's just get back up there, come on. So I ended up behind, oh my gosh, I ended up behind this purple car Russell, who gave me the toe in quali, and coming into turn 1, there was a yellow flag, and there's a car ahead who I saw got very sideways, so I was like a bit prepared to, like, you know, he was a bit ahead, he was like about 1.5 seconds ahead, so I was like, okay, I might have to come to the right here. As I get to the right, I am like full on the throttle at this point, on the exit. Guy ahead slams on his brakes at like max speed.
Maybe we can show the clip.
Yeah, maybe. And then I'm like, you know, barely slowing it down and to get by him. I get by him, and then stupidly I see the yellow flag, so I'm like, oh, he was stopping after yellow flags, but I hadn't passed him. I should have just bolted it down. But yeah, almost died. that was a scary moment. So I was pissed off at that. Oh, sorry.
That's alright.
I was very annoyed at that. As you can probably see by the hand. But he'd been a bit of a handful all weekend. No, not handful, but
He gave you a toe in quali.
he gave me a toe in quali, but
and then he shafted you the whole rest
But
of
in
the
the races, he was a bit, on me, and he wasn't too happy about the toe in quali. So
Yeah, no, he kept that against you.
Like, he was
Remember
saying
that toe in quali,
yeah,
bro?
he was saying that. But I was like, just go away, mate. And then I got shuffled back a bit, and then Harrison came through, and he was in the right place, like, at the right time. But it was like as soon as he went by, all of us just started fighting as hard as we could, so then he got away. So yeah, and then I made a move down the inside of the hairpin, 3 wide. They were 2 wide. I saw a little gap on the inside. I was like, you know what? I'm in the race 2 at this point. I'm going to go for it. So I'll go for it, and I get 2 places in 1. It was on the stream as well, I think. Get 2 places in 1, and I'm right on the back of him. And then we kind of worked together for a bit to catch up to Keith Dalton, who had the pace on, but I just couldn't get past it. It was like mental. So. And then essentially I catch up to Keith, and I've got a run on him like under the bridge, so I'm right on it. I'm into 4th for bomb hole. I'm on him. I'm not on his bumper, so I go to the inside, covers it off. So I'm alright. I'll try the outside then. I'll give it a go because like I've been a bit faster like there than like everyone else. And then as I'm turning, I realise I'm not really turning here. I'm like understeering. So then I can just see the grass get closer and closer. I'm like, oh, for God's sake. And I just clip it, and my rear end just goes. And I'm like, oh, this might be race over. and then I'm like catching it, and then I managed to get like back on the tarmac, and I lost about half a second. But
Your heart must have been in your mouth for that.
It wasn't even that. Like I wasn't that stressed, but I was like I'm back in mind going, oh, this might be it. It's like, how much do I leverage losing time to saving the car? You know what I mean? Because like I could have easily just braked, I've got to stop, but then I lose the guys ahead. So I'm like, how much do you leverage for that? But I just thought, screw it. And then I didn't lose that much. And then, sorry, it's a long thing, but it was a really hectic one. And then last lap, like Russell absolutely sends it on me from a mile back. Wait, no, sorry. He gets like that was in race 1. He had sent me from a mile back, and then race 2, he got put around the outside of Hamilton's. He cleared me completely, and then I feigned to move and to the inside of Agassini, I think. No, Oggy's, and then I got a bit like of run on him, but he had the engine on me the entire weekend, so I got a bit of a bump draft, but I was like, I'm too far away here, I can't really go for a move. But I was like, oh, he's been an arsehole weekend. So I see a little gap and I just go for it. So like I'm on the inside, and then his nose is just there, and I've managed to get a stop. And then I turned in just less like enough room. I managed to get it done on the last lap as well. So came home P7. I was happy, but there was a lot of mistakes where I could have just been so much better. But can't be too mad. First weekend, first round, I'd say it was a good round for us. Yeah, like overall, if we ignore everything else, race 2 was good.
Yeah, I mean,
Well,
Wait, hey,
what are you doing?
it's like Blackpool accumulations in here, bloody hell. Yeah, so came home, was happy. I feel like overall my weekend was a good one. But
I think there's lots of things to learn for both of us.
Can always do
We're
better.
still really early on, and we're going to make these little mistakes, but they're just going to get ironed out as the season goes on. And we'll just see what happens in Alton Park.
Yeah.
hold on. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Should we finish up there or?
I think so, because it's nearly.
Wait. I want to ask you.
Oh,
I want to ask you about Alton. I want to ask you about Alton.
Okay.
No. So you've got like race 2 and race 3 tomorrow.
Yes.
In we haven't, so it's a bit of a we might as well have to stick around and watch. How are you feeling for it? Are you feeling alright or?
I'm feeling okay.
Yeah.
As long as I don't overdrive, as long as I can keep focus, should be fine.
And then Alton Park, how you feeling like the entire season, how you feel for the entire season?
Well, I mean, I'm not saying effectively this is going to be my strongest season in Mazda, but I feel like I'm getting to the point of my racing career where I hate to say entering the best time of my racing, but I feel like this is a good time for me right now.
I mean, you're in the right championship, I'd say. You're in the right team.
Yeah.
Can't find a better team than this.
No.
You can't.
No. Wait, come on. Hang on. can't find a better team than that. And yeah, I mean, yeah. So thank you for having us, mate. It's been
Yeah, thank you for having us on.
good, and we'll have to catch up and later on, like in a year or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely, mate. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you. And
Cool.
before we go, for anyone who doesn't know, what are your social media tags?
Sorry, yes.
Mine is LiamMB21 on Instagram, and then just Liam Martin Bradley 21 on TikTok. Just go give it a follow the journey, see how the year goes.
Mine's Catlow Racing, CAT, like LOW Racing on TikTok and Instagram. I'm more active on Insta, but yeah, it's gonna make a good year. So
If you want to add the Snapchat.
nah, stop that, bro. Only birds. Nah.
There'll be time for that.
Right. Well, thank you very much, mate.
Thank you for watching.
It's been a good one.
Yeah. Thanks
Thank
for
you.
listening.